made absolutely perfect sense. And the fact that they went the other way, the fact that they went the way that you see on your screen with Wei Yi playing black against Gukesh, is, I think, a very strong indication that, yeah, Ding is just not himself. A Najdorf player likes playing the Najdorf. Gukesh goes knight c3 here, which is a possible way to deal with things. Obviously, you have not ruled out playing d4 later in the game, but you are asking the question. Sometimes the continuation after knight c3 and f6 is, people have definitely tried doing this. It's not entirely pointless, but it doesn't really give very much. Black has by this point figured out how to deal with this idea. And Gukesh does something else. He goes bishop e2 here, which is really kind of giving Black a vast number of things to choose from. If you play knight c6, I assume the idea is to play d4, and okay, you have prevented the Najdorf. But bishop e2 is not really the refutation of the Richter-Hauser. This is now Boleslavsky system, and this is supposed to be completely fine for Black. But I'm guessing the idea here is Wei Yi is a Najdorf player, this is not a Najdorf. Sort of full stop. You know, we don't even really care if we're better here or not. We're just kind of avoiding the positions Wei Yi feels the most comfortable in. And then there is the move that Wei Yi actually played, which is a 75. Giving up control over the d5 square for now, but occupying the center and fighting against d4. Obviously, white played bishop c4, bishop e7, e3, knight c6, and it's just it took me like a couple of minutes to realize that now I understand why I cannot play knight g5 and f4 in the way that I'm used to. And to explain what I mean, I will show you a very, very popular line in the knight c6 Sicilian. After knight c6, one of the main moves here to avoid, let's say, the Sveshnikov is knight c3, and Black has a choice between knight f6, g6, and then the move is 75, which is absolutely a main line, let's say something that Kramnik always used to play in this position when he was a Sicilian Sveshnikov player. White goes bishop c4, Black goes knight f6, Black goes normally I think d6 here, d3 bishop e7, or the other way around. Knight d2 is a serious move there, but if we talk about castling, Black goes knight f6, and look at this position, and then look at this position.
Yes.
Gukesh is playing a very well-known theoretical position, which is supposed to be okay for Black.
Yes.
So it's not even worse.
With a tempo down.
Yeah, with a full tempo down, which is quite something. I don't think I've seen this before. And obviously, he hasn't even castled here. I believe he's played.
That's my question. Can you try to do something with the king in the center, or perhaps go long castle, prepare long castle? Is that what he's trying to achieve? Like, what is it that he's playing for?
I wonder. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
And by the way, he's thinking right now. After knight c6, it seems like maybe he's out of the book, maybe he's out of his preparation.
There's a bishop on g5 on our screen, right?
Yeah, I would be scared.
For some reason, the game is not updating, but we can see on the top knight
Let's show it.
Yeah. And there is no rook f2.
No more checks. You give one check, I go to f2.
Actually, if you go to e4, there is rook g4, yes?
Yeah.
This is funny. You can show you this.
Yes, you have to come here. If you go here, rook g4, it's still win.
Yeah, of course, but that just means that, yes.
We can come back down.
Just funny that you can try to give this rook.
Yeah, rook a2 check played, only move king e3, but not a difficult one.
Incredible stuff. King
e3 is on the board.
No hesitation.
Yes.
No, he knows now. Now he's had enough time with this position that he will no longer really think about any decision. There's nothing to discuss.
And you can see the determination on his face right now.
So,
he knows.
Peter, now we can actually discuss it. Like, Ding Liren didn't come to play this game, yes? all the theory we had before. Yes,
I don't know.
kind of, yes.
It feels unbelievably unfair to criticize Wei.
No, of course, he played really good game. Just Gukesh was stronger today, it seems.
And now any move wins, Like I guess king f4 would be a mistake because rook a1 and you have to think again, Even that probably is winning.
Yes, no, you're right.
It's winning still. We can, while he's thinking.
It would be nice to put king on f5 so that whenever you go through all of these things, I have knight f4 covered.
Yeah.
So basically,
we can just queen the pawn and
I have the cover.
Yeah. No,
with the king on f4.
It is basically impossible to display it now because let's say in the current position we go king f4. We can go back to king f4, rook a1. It's not winning. Knight G6? King D6. I thought King D7, Knight F5. But King D6 makes a draw.
I think he's gonna go.
no,
So you can put the third knight on the board, but it's maybe too much. Yeah?
One more.
Actually, three knights.
Nobody plays King E4 here though. Like,
One more fight, and that's it. King E4 is on the board.
but I think
One more fight.
was it the only move? No, I don't think
Probably
it was.
not.
No, I think
King
here.
F2 just to go on the other side.
Even
would
King
work.
G2 is winning. Yeah, it's just I think specifically King F4.
I think it's just handshake, resignation.
And there you have
can
it.
see Wei, and he's shaking his head. He knows that he had the draw in this game, but something went wrong, and
a tremendously dramatic game.
Wow.
Very in the end, you have to say very well played, and you have the Chinese coach there.
And he's still
You can
thinking
see-
about
yeah,
it.
they're
He's
discussing
still trying to
something
understand
and-
what went wrong. Where
and they're
was it?
discussing with Gukesh.
Where did I make the final mistake?
What a game it was! I mean, it was pleasure, of course, to follow it from the beginning until the end. I mean, there was so many up and downs in this one, right?
What type of boost of confidence does Gukesh get from this game?
Oh, this is. I mean,
Starting from the pairings.
I don't think
Starting from the pairings. That's